Welcome to part 7 of my modular castle series. Today I'm building the guard's tower, the last corner module of the basic expansion stage of my Lux castle. The guard's tower is a round tower. On the ground floor there is an armory, on the first floor a meeting room for the guards, and on the very top an observation platform for the archers. As you can see, I've already started preparing the floor with stone paving. To achieve the round shape of the tower, I used hinge blades connected to each other. On the outside, I decided on a mix of water and green areas. I really like the contrast between light bluish grey and medium azure. Of course, an armory wouldn't be complete without a weapon rack holding helmets, an axe and shields. There's also space for swords and a few torches. As you can see, the armory is accessed through a diagonal entrance. One of the biggest challenges when building round structures is hiding small gaps and openings as much as possible. This is where slopes are very useful. At this point I'm finishing the ground floor and building it upwards. The brick modifieds on the outside are used later to attach vegetation. Above the entrance, a small canopy is a must. I really like the building technique using 45-degree bars there. Next, I start working on the first floor of the round tower. This level is accessible through two doors from the wall segments. Due to space limitations, I decided to not include a direct access from the ground floor. A banner and torches are essential. I choose to add a round table with a map of the kingdom and a goblet on the top. This creates a proper meeting room for the guards. Now I continue with the front side of the tower by preparing the door frames. Diagonal above the armory entrance I add a window featuring the printed tile from the Lego set Medieval Blacksmith. This tile hints that the blacksmith area will also be part of this module. More on that later. To finish and stabilize the walls of the first floor, I add another ring of hinge blades. Now only the doors are missing, and the first floor is complete. Next I move on to the upper part of the round tower. Here again I use many brick modifieds to allow for additional decoration later on. The upper platform is accessible via a ladder from the meeting room. Small roofs above the side doors of the first floor are of course included. Using my usual building style with arches and sloped curved pieces, I finished the battlements of the round tower. At the very top, weapons and a flag are a must. On the outside, I suggest the wooden beams of the intermediate floors using printed tile rounds. Now I just add some vegetation and the round tower is finished. Next we move on to the two side modules. I start with the first one. This side module contains the castle's sharpening station. Here the knight's swords are sharpened and there is also space for weapons, especially helmets and armor. I built the wall segment upwards using the same techniques as in the other modules and then focus on the wooden structures on the inside of the wall. As you can see, helmets and armor are stored here. As usual, I add the wooden beams for the battlements on the wall. As mentioned before, this side module is where knives and swords are sharpened. Here I use a build by the mod creator Gonza, alias brick_fan_uy, who shared a grindstone mock with the community. I liked this building technique so much that I decided to use it directly in this module. The second side module also focuses on the blacksmith area. This is where the furnace, the anvil and the cooling basin are located. As you can see, I prepare the embers at the bottom where the metal is heated. Due to space limitations, I decided to integrate the furnace directly into the wall segment. Whether this is historically accurate is debatable, but it was the best solution given the available space. Visually, I think it works very well. Of course, a blacksmith needs plenty of tools such as a hammer, steel rods and iron bars. The wall segment is finished slightly differently here with the chimney of the furnace. It is built a bit higher and finished at the top with a jumper plate. Now only the small well on the inside and the anvil are missing. That the seventh module, the guard's tower, is complete. I assemble all parts and place the minifigures. An archer stands on the top of the platform while a knight on the ground collects weapons from the armory. At the grindstone, one of the blacksmiths is sharpening blades, guards are positioned on the lower walls, and in the second side module another blacksmith is forging a sword for the castle's knights. Now you can get the 360-degree view of the module to see all the details once again. I'm very happy with the result of this module. Finally, I'll show you how the guard's tower can be connected to the other modules. One option is to attach the guard's tower to the deacon's chapel. On the other side, you can directly continue with another corner module. The layout doesn't always have to be a square. rectangular layouts work just as well, for example by directly connecting the fisherman's pier. My cat Willy also decided to be part of the video. He enjoys playing with the Lego pieces. I'm not that happy with that. I hope you enjoyed the video. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments, and like and subscription are always appreciated. See you soon for the final and 8th module, the Hero's Hall. Lux.bricks.